all. Now those of you who have been watching me for quite a bit may recall that a few months ago I released a Canon GL1 review. In that review I kind of tore up the iPhone, and I said that I would gladly try out an iPhone camera and review it if I were given one. So I've had to eat my words, as you can see here, because somebody actually gave me an iPhone. So I'm gonna review the camera for it. Now this is an iPhone 4 32GB. The reason it was given to me was because it's got a big crack in the screen here. They're kind of small cracks. I'm probably going to put a photo up on the screen so you can see it a bit better. But I'm not going to be reviewing iOS 7. It was originally running iOS 6, but I upgraded it to iOS 7. I'm not going to review the phone because a lot of people have reviewed the iPhone 4 32GB. So I'm going to be focusing only on the camera app. So basically I'm going to talk about first how it feels. When using this as a camera, I've noticed that it shakes a lot. Your fingers just tend to move, and that is actually why the DSLR, with the GL1 and the XL1, you kind of end up with this shake as well. So with the DSLR, I actually built my own rig out of PVC using a guide I found online. And that kind of makes up for it, because it's kind of the similar situation with the DSLR than it is with an iPhone, to where you get this kind of shake in it, because XL1 everything, even some smaller camcorders, I'm not going to bother to show you guys the Sony one, but I do happen to have another Sony one that is still kind of plugged in. I was kind of tearing this thing apart, but they got built-in grip into it. This one's just non-functional right now. I was trying to get that functional so I could make a video about it. It's not going well, in case you're wondering. Nothing really seems to go well lately. I'm not that good with soldering. But besides that, a lot of people do use iPhones for filming on YouTube and stuff, and that's good if they don't feel like spending a lot on a camera. Personally, I can't stand to see videos that were shot on an iPhone. No offense to anybody who actually uses one, but there's no zoom, there's no focus, there's only autofocus, and it's kind of crap. I understand that this is an older model now. The 5S is out, which is basically an iPhone 5, but the iPhone 4 was still kind of relevant when I shot that GL1 video. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the images that I captured with this little device. As you can see, a lot of those images were actually shot in my suspect areas I usually like to test cameras out in, which is kind of out back by the church. Without further ado, let's just take a look at the video quality and see if we get any rolling shutter effect with this phone thing, smart take over your life device. Now I know I'm also going to get a lot of haters because they're like, oh yeah, you didn't buy the special app. But tell me, how many people are actually going to take a device that is so cheaply made? Well, it's a nice phone. It's a great phone. It's not really cheap. I can't really say that. But I'm talking about the camera. The glass may as well be plastic built into this, and it's such a small lens. But how could I compare this to a DSLR? I can't. I really am not going to compare this to a DSLR, but would I recommend this? Sure. I mean, if you happen to want to buy one of these, you want something that's like an iPod, this is 32 gigs, it'll hold a ton of songs, totally, I'd go for it. If you're going to use it for YouTube, you may want to download that one app. I'm not sure which app it is, but it's like $4 or $5 and it can make the video experience a lot better. But I didn't spend a dime on this iPhone, by the way. Thank you to whoever donated this. You know who you are. I didn't spend a dime on this. I did not feel like spending a dime to get the phone better. I'm just testing the stock camera that's built into this. It's the kind of camera that you're gonna Instagram with. I still have not linked up my YouTube to Instagram. I really need to do that. Make a mental note, Cole. When you're editing this, future Cole, just kind of link up Instagram. But that's beside the point here. Would I recommend this? Yes, I would recommend it to an extent. You may want to try and get a 5S. This phone does kind of lag in today's applications. I understand that mobile devices move a lot faster. Would I buy this over a GL1 now that I've gotten it? No. I would not buy this over a GL1 unless, of course, you want the iDevice features. If you just want pure video and a better experience overall with the handling of it and not have to buy a silly app or buy something to really stabilize it, because the GL1 actually has a really good image stabilization built into it. I would get the GL1 over an iPhone 4, but unless somebody wants to send me a 5S, that's my standing on it. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, kick it.